Good morning. It is coming up to 7:45, and the guys from The Buried Life are here. We have Ben, Jonnie, Duncan, and Dave.
Ooh.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good. Fantastic. Happy to be home in Canada once again.
You've been doing some traveling. So
Yeah.
the idea is, first you had the show on MTV Canada, The Buried Life, and that was all about going around and just stroking stuff off the bucket list.
Just giving a good stroke.
Indeed, Dave. And then now you have the book out. What do you want to do before you die? And that went to number 19 on the New York Times bestseller
Number
list?
one.
Number
Well,
one.
basically, The Buried Life started, we're all from Victoria, BC.
Right.
Grew up kind of together, and we started this project asking people, what do you want to do before you die?
Yes.
And the four of us had a list of 100 things that we want to accomplish in our lifetime. And for everyone we do, we help someone that we meet do something that they want to do. And getting the show, we did a show with MTV USA. That was number 53 on the list. We've done all sorts of different list items, you know, helping people build houses and stuff. But this one specifically is number 19, is to release a book, which we've been working on since the start. And it just hit number 1 New York Times bestseller. So we're stoked because we just got to cross it off.
Well, congratulations. I want to go around because I know some of the things that you've done that were your favorites. I want to ask you about them, or that you're still hoping to do. Now, Ben, you achieved your goal to sing the national anthem to a packed stadium and toast a stranger's wedding.
That's right. Yes. We can't sing, but we managed to pull off sing the national anthem.
Where was it?
This was actually in Vancouver, but it was a Sonics Suns game. It was an NBA game they were playing up in Vancouver.
It wasn't like a Roseanne Barr fiasco. It went well.
We didn't get beer bottles thrown at us.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a positive.
Yes.
And the toasting?
Toast, yeah, we managed to sneak into a wedding and make a toast and get out unscathed. So, yes.
Jonnie, your dream is to kiss Rachel McAdams?
Yeah, Rachel, if you're watching, that's one of the hard ones, you know, and we put things on the list that we thought were going to be difficult because we wanted to prove to ourselves that anything was possible.
Right.
And so like one of the hardest things on the list was to play basketball with the president, which took us 2 years, but we managed to cross it off.
Which you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
That's what we do. Our job is to find that one way of doing it.
We actually talk about that in the book. There's a photo and we describe sort of how that came about. That was one of the most difficult things on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you even begin to get in touch with the president?
We just sent Dave to the White House knocking.
I just showed up and
Yeah, right, exactly. Who knew that
kinda-
that's the way you could do it?
worked a couple angles, strutted my stuff, and
It took about 2 years. It was a long
What's he
process.
like?
He's the greatest guy in the world.
Great. Good basketball player as well.
it's like a really cool dad.
Really?
Yeah, you want to be nervous, and then he talks to you for like 2 minutes, and you're like, "You're the man. Let's do this thing."
What did you call him? Mr. President? Is
Mr.
that what the-
President.
Yeah.
And there was actually
POTUS.
there's a Canadian guy from Victoria that was working in the White House that came out that went to the rival high school that these guys went to.
We actually got to ask him the question, what do you want to do before you die? And he said he wants to be a commentator for SportsCenter.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to try and help him with that.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
We know some people. Thought we could help him out.
Yeah, really, exactly.
Really
We'll
is
be
it.
in touch. We'll
No
take care of you.
problem.
Duncan,
Yeah.
you and I share one of the things that's on your list.
What is this? I'm
You
so
said
intrigued.
you wanted to live as close as you could to Hunter S. Thompson.
Are you a fan of Hunter S.
You have
Thompson?
no idea. Like, you
Are you
have
kidding?
no idea.
Yeah.
I've read all the books. I was going to
Amazing.
go to Woody Creek and
No
like
way.
hang out at the bar, and then I thought that would be creepy and weird, and so I didn't. But he's my favorite author. So what did you do?
You know what got me into Hunter S. Thompson was that when we first started the project, one of the first things on the list was to be on the front page of Rolling Stone magazine.
Right.
Front cover. And we met with Jan Winter, who started Rolling Stone magazine. And just, being able to talk to him about, Hunter and kind of early Rolling Stone era, I kind of became obsessed with him and started reading a lot about Hunter. It's so funny.
What is it that obsesses you about him?
I think it was the whole.
that he could do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
a lot of
ability
drugs.
to take a lot of drugs. No,
Yeah.
not at all. The gonzo journalism thing was really interesting, you know, just completely writing yourself into your stories, and yeah.
Well, he created that form. He changed
Yeah.
a form of journalism, and it's incredible. And just that he seems to me like a guy who just blazed his own trail.
Exactly.
Lived his own life, and really didn't pay attention to other people's rules as to how you should do things, which I have such respect for, and his writing is incredible. All right, Dave, you
Yes.
delivered a baby?
Yes, I have. It was a tremendous experience. I thought it was going to ruin my sex life for the rest of the time, but only for 3 years after.
Only for 3 years.
Yeah,
That's
that
not
was about
bad.
2.5 years ago,
Now,
so
there
6
we have a
months
picture.
left.
Now, what lady did you talk into this?
Well, this lady, her husband was very afraid of blood and just hospitals in general, so she was worried that he was going to like pass out and not be able to be there. So she called in the guys that, you know, could handle themselves in any situation. And so the other guys had to stay at home, and I went. And we were able to help her deliver the baby. It was a beautiful moment.
It was fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
And why was that
And I'll
on your
be,
list?
I'm there for you if you ever
Man.
find yourself in that situation.
Shop's closed, brother. I've had 2, and that's that.
Okay.
But something that remains on the list for you guys is to host Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
Yes.
grow a mustache is still yet to be crossed off. Go to space, we're working on.
What do you mean
and
grow a mustache is yet
I got
to
a
be crossed?
beard. This is brand new for me, though. So
This doesn't count?
It's like a thick peach fuzz up there.
yeah, I don't know if this counts.
Yeah,
I'm not man enough yet.
A strong gust of wind could knock that off.
You know what else we're trying to do is we met a kid in, we're speaking at colleges, and we met a kid in Georgia, and he needs his kidney replaced. And so we're trying to find a donor for him. And his name's Richard, and if you Google Save Richard, you'll see all the information of what you need to do to be a donor, and we're trying to save his life, basically.
Yeah, for every list item that we get off our list, we help someone do something, just a total stranger do something that they want to do in their life.
Right.
And that's kind of what's kept this project going, to be honest, for the last we've been doing this 6 years since I was 19, and all, you know, the book itself is actually a collection of the list items that people have told us that have made us laugh or just kind of blown us away in the last couple of years. And it's really inspiring to be able to do this. And I remember the first time we came to Toronto, we couldn't do, you remember being here? And
Yeah. We met with a guy named John Brutton, and he was the scariest moment of my whole entire life.
Really?
Yes.
And then the MTV show, is that how the
And then
MTV
it was
show
actually
came to be?
2.5 years later that we signed with MTV. We went down the road originally, and we turned down TV when it first came to fruition, and we decided to do it independently. And we ended up hiring our own film crew and going out and getting our own bus, Penelope, Purple Warrior, and we ended up going and doing a 2-month tour independently, just with our own money and stuff.
Well, it's fantastic, and it is so inspiring, and it just looks like you're having the greatest time doing it, and that you're trying to help other people. We'll get that on our website, that
Great.
link, so that people, if they want more information,
Thank
can
you.
check it out. The book is called What Do You Want to Do Before You Die? Thanks so much, guys, for being here.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
It's
having
been a
us.
pleasure talking to you.